What is up, everybody? And welcome to yet another episode of the Camera Junkie live stream. My name's Luis, also known as Mr. Camera Junkie, where I always remind you to upgrade your skills before your gear. And welcome. If it's your first time here, please be sure to introduce yourself into the chat so you can get the nice Camera Junkie crew welcome. And as always, the first thing we do is to go ahead and check to see who are the first members of the crew to make it into the chat tonight. And it looks like right off the bat we have Sly. I'm glad that you're feeling better. She says, hey, Luis and Priest Aiden. Sly says, hi. It says, happy to be able to join everyone tonight. Well, we're happy to have you here, and I'm hoping that you're feeling better. I know you've been a little bit under the weather, so I'm glad to see you here. We also have Paul in the house saying greetings to all. How are you? And we also have Parker Jennings in the house saying hello to everyone. We have Ernesto sneaking in saying hello, happy Saturday. And if you are here at the beginning, please let me know what you're sipping on right now. I have switched things up slightly, okay? And you know me for my Monster cans and my Monster drink, so I'm trying to find other outlets for my soft drink purposes, so to speak. And I'm starting to dabble a little bit into different types of Monsters. This is the Java Monster, so this is the salted caramel, and it's not too bad. You understand? There's no fizz to it, so it's not like a traditional soft drink, but it is something that I am trying to drink like in the morning instead of grabbing a Monster or something like that, because it's what I would drink anyway, right? So just like my Monster, they last quite a long time, so I have my little lids to them, so they're spill proof. But let me know what you guys are drinking if you can. And Nessa says that he's also drinking coffee. We got Parker with some water, so we got some H2O in the house as well. All right, well guys, today's subject at hand has a little bit to do with something that is a part of this live stream, which is Cities Golf, and the fact that I've been working behind the scenes to spin it off into an actual podcast. Well, the edits have been done, and now we're just putting on the final touches, and I'm going to be getting in contact with everyone who I've interviewed already, just to get like their bio information, just to like dot the I's and cross the T's. So I'm really excited for that. But there's one thing that I'm not sure if I spoke to you guys about before, which is sponsorships. And one of the things that I had worked out in the background was to be sponsored by none other than Doc Rock's Pop Filters, Doc's Pops. So the same way that you see me here and over on my door in that area right there, right? Beep, beep, beep. Actually, I could just move it so you can see it better, right? All of Doc's Pop Filters there. I was also able to 3D print some more for the MV7s that are hanging out there in front of the computer. So I'm all decked out, but I am going to be making a like commercial, so to speak. So I'm going to be making an ad read, and that's what we're going to go through today. I'm going to hopefully have you help me with some of the things, but I'm just gonna work it out with Chad, Chat GPT, and see where we go from there. I asked Doc to actually contact me about this same exact thing, but he's a busy man, so I haven't gotten in contact with him for the talking points, because I wanted to make sure that I had all the talking points. But we're just gonna kind of wing it, right? We're gonna go to the website, we're gonna check it out and see what are the talking points that he has on there, to make sure that we hit all of the talking points that you would want to advertise this product. So Paul is drinking black cherry sparkling water. That's so funny. Like, out of all the carbonated drinks, I can never do the sparkling water. Just can't. Never been me. And I hear that it's like better for you. You understand? Than just traditional water. It's just it's hard to get through it. If it's got like a little flavor like the Perrier, those I can deal with, but just sparkling waters I can't. Black cherry, I would have to try it. I would have to try the black cherry. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna have you guys walk through me, because instead of just a hangout, guys, this is the year of no excuses, just results. So you're gonna be coming with me on the journey to figure all of this stuff out. All right, you know what? Let's go ahead and open up one of these Google windows. Okay, that took over that. I should be able to go into live demo mode. Now, if you guys not familiar with this and this is the first time watching, live demo mode is a feature in Ecamm where you can easily show the contents of your screen. So let's go ahead and do that. Live demo, perfect. All right, so now you're seeing my OCD-ness and everything that I have working in the background. But we should be able to, there we go, see that. Why aren't you guys seeing that? Or am I wrong? Give me a thumbs up if you guys are seeing the Google page, or if you're still seeing my face, give me a thumbs down. You should be seeing that Google page. I'm gonna go ahead and continue as if you are seeing it. I'll be waiting for the response in the chat. So let's go ahead and we're gonna put Doc Rock. And there it is. It's like Doc Rock merch or docmerch.com. Okay, you're seeing Google. Thank you, Paul. Okay, so we're here on the web page and it looks fresh, sounds fresh, and it looks like that's the only thing. So let's go ahead and go to the home. We're kind of doing, this is home. Okay. Let's see. Contact, privacy terms, all products. She's got the Royals shirts. That's so funny. Perfection kills profitability. That is very true. Okay. And you know, that phrase that we've been thrown around, that done is better than perfect, even though true, Miss Kathy Hester gave me one, which was done is more profitable than perfect. And that's always like important. Okay, I think I just got a message from Paul. Let me see this. He just sent me something. I'm not sure if he was meaning to send it to me. Oh, wow. He's helping me out. Thank you, Paul. This is why you need to get yourself a Paul Duncan, because he's amazing. He just sent me basically in a chat GPT like description, so to speak, of what we can use to actually do this commercial, so to speak. So I'm just gonna read it out to you guys right off the bat. Actually, I'm not sure if I'm on this screen right now. I would have to add myself. So you know what? Let me go ahead and. You know, I'm doing this all ass backwards because I could just share the window and make a scene. So let's do that. All right. Gonna go back here, there, turn that off. Then we're gonna go to, let's see, this window. Bam. There we go. And now I still got my face in it. You see? We're at the same spot, but better. All right. So right here it says opening scene, high energy montage of podcasters, streamers, and content creators using dull black mic covers. Their setups look uninspired. a voiceover kicks in. This is all in parentheses, and this is how it starts, right? So now the voiceover in an excited voice. Are you still using the same boring black mic cover? It's time for an upgrade. Now it says in parentheses, cut to a close-up of a dull mic cover being swapped out for the bold, vibrant Doc Pops cover. The color pops instantly, right? This is dope. Like this is the future right here, guys. Like let's check this out, because I didn't even get to put in a prompt. Paul is, I guess, way more proficient than I, and he knocked it out of the park. Let's go ahead and continue. Voiceover then continues, right? Actually, let me make sure. It says, introducing Doc Pops, the microphone covers that don't just improve your sound, but make a statement. Cut to a podcaster recording with Doc Pops covers, looking confident and engaged. The sound is crystal clear. Voiceover. Designed for podcasters, streamers, musicians, and content creators, Doc Pops reduce plosives, cuts background noise, and protects your microphone from dust and moisture, all while making you look fire on camera. This is great. Now it tells you to split screen a before and after comparison side by side of a streamer using a dull mic cover with a distorted sound, and the right side with the same streamer using Doc Pops with full, smooth, crisp audio and colorful setup. It says, better sound, better look, bigger impact. In parentheses again, quick cut is giving you like how to edit the video and everything. This is like next level stuff. So it says quick cut, different creators showing off their Doc Pops in a bold color, smiling, interacting with their audience. Back to the voiceover. With a variety of colors to match your style, your mic will finally stand out as much as your content. Cut to a fast-paced clips of Doc Pops being swapped onto Shure SM7B, MV7, and Rode Pod mics, showing universal compatibility. Back to the voiceover. Perfect for top mics like the Shure SM7B, MV7, Rode Pod mic, and more. The final scene, as is in parentheses, a creator confidently speaking into the Doc Pops covered microphone on screen. Text, upgrade your mic, upgrade your presence. Voiceover to finish it off. Your sound deserves clarity. Your setup deserves style. That's a great line right there. I gotta give it up right there. It says, your sound deserves clarity. Your setup deserves style. And your audience deserves the best experience. Make your mic pop with Doc Pops. Closing shot, website URL flashes on screen. Get yours now at docpops.com. Doc Pop, where sound meets style. Paul, thank you. And Chad, thank you, because this is dope. It says, I just have a lot of history with ChatGPT, history with Doc. That's what Paul says. Yeah, and I give it up to you, brother, because this was amazing. And the funny thing is that I think I read all of that pretty well, right? And enthusiastically. So this is what I'm gonna do, right? We're gonna run this, right? I can sit here and try to make something and it could be maybe better, right? But this is going right back to what I was just saying. Done is more profitable than perfect. And this is pretty good. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to read these kind of like just verbatim, because I know I got a good read on the recording now. Actually, you know what? I need to make sure. You see? Okay. I have a good copy on YouTube. Right now, I just turned on all the recordings because I had turned it off like weeks ago and I forgot to turn it back on. Okay, so I went into the back end of Ecamm and turned on the recording. So what that does is that it's going to actually start recording right now, 20 minutes into the live stream. But bringing it all back, that's just so that I can have a clearer or an easier edit in post-production. Bringing you to the idea. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read these, kind of memorize them, and I'm going to look at the camera right here and regurgitate them. Excuse me. With all the like enthusiasm as I can. I'm going to do them a couple of times, right? And those are just going to be my clips. Once I'm done reading all of them, I will finish the recording and then have that as like the base, and I can literally then take the parentheses, right, everything in parentheses, and look to try to make that montage and to make that video just the same way. It's a good enough ad read that even if you're not looking at, you know, like the video itself, because it is a video podcast, it should be good enough to actually just listen to. So that's what we're gonna do, right? Yeah, we're gonna jump cut it, we're gonna do it all the same, and it's gonna be done, and it'll be one less thing that I have to do for the podcast. And another thing that I've done is that I've edited a space in my podcast for this same advertisement. So at like around the 29-minute to 30-minute marker on the live stream, whenever I find a good enough pause, I've cut it right there to actually have the spot to fit this in. And this is something that I suggest to anyone who could be possibly starting their own podcast, even if it's something that's a friend or an affiliate marketing, right? Because if you're affiliated with something, you can do a commercial for that and advertise if you get a kickback as an affiliate for that product. So I'm going to be doing this and Ecamm in that same manner, but also gives the spot for future advertisements. So let's say somebody else reaches out to me and wants to advertise on the podcast, then I have the method to already have that, capability to do so. It's already baked in from the first episodes that I'm creating, so it will never be like off-putting to the audience that I start building with Cities Gaw, because they will already be accustomed to hearing that, insert or ad read in the middle. So that's the plan. So let's run with it. Let me check what you guys have to say in chat here. Okay, everybody was saying that we were on the same page. Hey, what's up, Kevin? How you doing, bro? Well, we're gonna record right now, so you're gonna see me do this thing that Paul sent me. Okay, so the first thing that it says, are you still using the same old boring black mic cover? It's time for an upgrade. And it's funny because the upgrade is something that I tend to say a lot, right? Okay, so you know what? Let's go ahead, and I'm just going to put this right in front of me. And I'm just going to try to lock that in and then say it as naturally as I possibly can. Are you still using the same boring old mic? See? And I mess it up. Old boring black. There we go. Are you still using the same old boring black mic cover? And I'm going to do that one more time. Are you still using the same old black boring mic cover? It's time for an upgrade. See, that one felt good. So then I will do this. And that's my visible marker to know that if I do multiple ones, that I'm happy with that one. So when I go into my editing process afterwards, actually I could change the scene because we don't need to see Doc's stuff right there. So that with the visual marker, right, of me doing this, it allows me to know that at this end of this one was the one that I wanted to use. So what it allows me to do is that it allows me to remove all the ones ahead of this one. So it's almost like reverse editing, right? Instead of getting to the chunk of this video where that section that I want to use is going to be in it, right? I'll be able to just go to find the visual marker, which is me holding my hand up, go to the spot where there's no sound ahead of it and cut everything before it and not even worry about it. Then it allows me to jump to the next section, which is what I'm about to record now, right? Which is the next part of the voiceover. And as soon as I do that, then with the one that I'm happiest with, I will then raise my hand again and know that that's the one that I want to use for the edit. And it's going to cut down so much time in post-production because I'm only going to look for the ones where I have my hand raised, right? And anything before that gets eliminated because I know that that's the one that feels the best for me. Okay. So the next voiceover part, it says, introducing Doc Pops, the microphone covers that don't just improve your sound, they make a statement. Okay, so let's go ahead and lock that in. Introducing Doc Pops, the microphone covers that don't just improve your sound, they make a statement. Okay, and now I'm gonna say it, projecting and looking to the screen, and this allows me to use this in place of all of the cuts when I go to make the edit. Okay, introducing Doc Pops, the microphone covers. Okay. Introducing, did I get that right? Yeah. Okay. And see the energy level, you got to bring it up. Introducing Doc Pops, and I started thinking about the energy and everything, and I forgot what I was gonna say. Okay. And this is FYI for you guys. Aiden's got an entire like DJ session going on in the background over here as well. That is like sensory overload. All right. Actually, you know what? I'm over here like I'm reading it off of the phone when this is a Mac. So let me go ahead and what? Oh, there they are. Bam. Oh, it's too small, I think. I just opened my messages. Where's my mouse? There we are. I just opened my messages on my PC and it's a bit smaller than what I wanted it to be. It's there. Let's see. No, okay, I'll stick to the phone. Let's just lock it in. All right. Introducing Doc Pops, the microphone covers that don't just improve your sound, they make a statement. Okay, back to the energy. Introducing Doc Pops, the microphone covers that don't just improve your sound, they make a statement. Okay. Introducing Doc Pops, the microphone covers that don't just improve your sound, they make a statement. Okay, and I'm going to try that one more time. Introducing Doc Pops. Did I say Pop Rocks? See? I could have butchered all of those. And this is the way we do it. All right. You guys are getting the behind the scenes view of how we do this on the reel. Okay. Introducing Doc Pops, the microphone covers that don't just improve your sound. Okay. Introducing Doc Pops, the microphone covers that don't just improve your sound, they make a statement. And you're also seeing me do the smile and hold method, right? You smile and you hold it. And that just gives you, hold it for like 3 seconds. That gives you plenty of time to go in and out, to edit. You understand? And a lot of times you're going to do J hooks and L hooks, or L cuts and J cuts. I said hooks. But yeah, let's continue. Okay, so now I'm gonna put my hand up because I'm good with that one. Okay, give that a good 5 seconds or so. All right, and now we're gonna go to the next part of the voiceover. Okay, so the next part, it says designed for podcasters, streamers, musicians, and content creators. Designed for, see, so many of them already. Start with streamer. Okay. Designed for podcasters, streamers, musicians, and content creators. The next line, it says Doc Pops reduce plosives. Dock pops reduce plosives, cuts background noise, and protects your microphone from dust and moisture. Okay, let's try to get this one all in one shot. Dock, I'm psyching myself up. Okay. Dock pops reduce plosives. Plosives. You see, this is the part where I'm just gonna speak this, and then I'm gonna try to get it again. Dock pops reduce plosives, cuts background noise, and protects your microphone from dust and moisture. Okay, that should help. Dock pops reduces plosives, removes background noise, and protects your mic from dust and moisture. All while making you look great on camera. All while making you look fire on camera. It says fire, but I don't know what other word I can use there. All while making you look amazing on camera. All while looking amazing on camera. Shouldn't have knocked into the microphone there. All while looking amazing on camera. I'm going to try it one more time to see if I can get it all in one shot. If not, I'm going to do the hand motion there. Dock pops removes plosives. Reduces, not removes. That's where I knew I messed up. And you have to be specific when it comes to like making a commercial, because removing and reducing are completely different. So I got to make sure that I say it right. So let's do that. Dock pops reduce plosives. Okay, let's do it. Come on. I'm psyching myself out here. And that's the whole thing. I'm trying to remember what it is. That's like, listen to the irony of this. The next line that I'm stumbling on is reduces background noises, and the aid in background noise is what's getting me to stumble. Right? So it's so funny that I'm like forgetting what it is, and the exact thing is what's getting me. Okay. Dock pops reduces plosives. Yeah. Dock pops reduce plosives. Helps eliminate. Okay. Cuts. Okay. Reduces, cuts, and protects. Okay. Dock pops reduces plosives, cuts down on background noises, and protects your microphone from dust and moisture, all while looking amazing on screen. All while looking amazing on camera. Okay, it took me longer than I wanted to, but at least I got that. Okay, so now it's telling me to do a split screen. back to the voiceover. Okay, the next line here says, better sound, better look, bigger impact. Better, better, bigger. Okay, so it's better, better, bigger, and then it's better sound, better look, bigger impact. Better sound, better. There we go. And you know what? I'm doing something that I shouldn't do, which is all of the noises afterwards. If I mess up, I should just be quiet because you tend to just do your habits. You understand? And well, let's continue. So if you practice this way, then you shouldn't do it this way. Hey, what's up, Kathy? And then we also have Scott in the house. Oh, McNasty Daily. Yo, it's been a while, brother. Welcome. Welcome. We got Scott also saying hi. We got Kathy here. Kevin saying that he's just getting in from dinner with the fam. Always, we appreciate to have you here. All right. Well, I'm recording some voiceovers that I'm going to be using for the edits for the podcast. So you're watching me do it in the middle, and that's exactly where we're at. Okay, so now the next part of the voiceover, and once again, I got a big to Mr. Paul Duncan because he made this a lot easier for me instead of me having to do all of this in Chat GPT. I was just able to get into it and start recording. Okay, so better, better, bigger. Better sound, better look, bigger impact. I'm going to do it one more time, even though I think they're both going to be pretty good. Better sound, better look, bigger impact. That's that one. So Slash says, Lewis, just look at the camera and tell me why I should have one. Well, you see, that I can do on the live stream, but this, like I said, this is just something that is going to be heard and listened to over and over again. So that's also why I want to do this, because I want to put the work in to make it easier in the back end. So this is something that I even spoke on an episode of Cities Golf, so that you can hear to come, but it's just the negative connotation that we as content creators give to the term cookie cutter, right? And cookie cutter this, and it's always like, oh, I don't want to do cookie cutter. I don't, and the fact that I do like that aspect of not making things cookie cutter and making everything kind of like unique and personal, that tends to take a lot longer, right? Whenever you're customizing something, customization and making it specific to you, whether it's a video, an intro, an outro, anything, right, is gonna take time. And because I've stayed away from cookie cutter altogether, then it's made that more difficult, because every time that I go to make a video, I'm like spending a lot of extra time on the intro, spending a lot of extra time on the outro, making them like personal or custom to each video, when yet the cookie cutter aspect is something that I even look forward to myself when I'm consuming other people's content. And I was speaking with I believe it was Linda at Podfest on one of the nights while we were having dinner, that there's this content creator that does car content that I follow right here in the state of Florida, mid-state. His name is Cletus McFarland. It's just a lot of fun, like happy-go-lucky, so to speak, like fun car racing content. And every episode, and I mean every episode, starts with "Hell yeah, brother," right? and it's like, as soon as I hear that, like that, like it just puts you into that right mood for watching his content. And that's kind of the cookie cutter aspect that, even though it's been given a negative connotation, is something that I kind of look forward to myself. So it's what I want to start implementing in a lot more, which is why I also said that I want to pick a particular song for the intro and not just have it like rotating, even though I haven't been able to do that as of yet because so many things are like on the back burner, and right now I want to finish off these dishes. So the next one right now is obviously it's City's Got, and which is why we're recording this now. And once this is done and now that gets posted, it allows me to jump into the next one, which is the Ecam en Español. And I want to start knocking those videos out so that then I can, start working on the other things where I go back to it. Done is better than perfect. And like Miss Hester told me, done is definitely more profitable than perfect. So it's time to start making as much profits as possible, but also pursue the passion and actually complete the podcast, which while I was editing it, I was having so much fun, like reliving the conversations that I had. And I can't wait for all of you guys to partake and share with me as well. So, oh, we got Mike in the house. Says jumped in late and forgot to say hello to all. He said, like the change from fire to amazing, sounded more like you. Thank you. And you see, that's what I'm saying. Like we're going with it, but those are the words that like naturally come to me, right? So let's go and we'll continue. But thank you, Mike, for stopping in as always. No, that's still on screen. Okay. Okay, so we left on the better sound, better look, bigger impact. Now, the next part of the voiceover says, with a variety of colors. Come on, pick it up. No, pick that up. Pick that up. It's so crazy how I know you guys didn't hear any of that. Like, like what just happened here would scare the bejesus out of just about anyone. But woosah. Okay, we're back. Okay. The next part of the voiceover, which okay, let's not do that. Next part of the voiceover, we have like 3 or 4 parts and we should be done. All right, let's check the time. 15 minutes. Okay. It says, with a variety of colors to match your style, your mic will finally stand out as much as your content. Okay, so let's lock that in. With a variety of colors to match your style, your mic will finally stand out as much as your content. And with a variety of colors to match your style, like it, that's how fast like my ADHD or whatever gets another thought, and it's just like it just kind of like overrides it and just clears the buffer. It's like, damn, bro. That's okay. With a variety of colors to match your style, your microphone could finally match your content creation. No, and that, see? Match, I made it up completely because that wasn't what I said there. And with a variety of styles, and with a variety of colors to match your style, your microphone could stand out as much as your content. Finally is the word. And with a variety of colors to match your style, your microphone will finally match your content. Match, and it's not match, stand out. Okay. With a variety of colors to match your style, your microphone will finally match. Match. Why is match the word that I'm putting in there? stand out, not match, stand out. That is my speed bump right there. Okay. With a variety of colors to match your style. With a variety of colors to match your style, your microphone will finally stand out as much as your content. With a variety of colors to match your style, your microphone will finally stand out as much as your content. And for those of you who came in late, I'm going to reiterate to explain. I am doing a visual marker here so that when I go back to the edit, I will only look for the parts where I actually have my hand up for a significant amount of time. And then I'm able to just remove all the edits before that because I'm not going to use it. Paul says, read it twice, then say it. Let's see. We're going to try that. Okay, the next voiceover. This I should be able to get. Okay, so we're going to read it twice and then I'm going to say it. Perfect for top mics like the Shure SM7B, MV7, and Rode Pod mic. Okay, that's not how it's and more. Perfect for top mics like the Shure SM7B, MV7, Rode Pod mic, and many more. I added the many, but it just sounds... Perfect for top mics like the Shure SM7B, MV7, Rode Pod mic, and many more. One more time. Perfect for top mics like the Shure SM7B, MV7, Rode Pod mic, and many more. Okay, I swore that one in. All right. Okay, so this is second to last, I believe. It says, your sound deserves clarity. Your setup deserves style. And your audience deserves the best. Experience. Okay, experience. Yeah, we can add that in there. So once again, your sound deserves clarity. Your setup deserves style. And your audience deserves the best experience. I'm going to read that one more time. Your sound deserves clarity, your setup deserves style, and your audience deserves the best experience. All right. Your sound deserves clarity. And your setup deserves style. Bing. Okay. Your sound deserves clarity. Your setup deserves style. And your audience deserves... Oh, did I miss? I did. Deserves what? Deserves the best experience. Come on, deserves the best experience. I was on that one. Okay. Your sound deserves clarity. Your setup deserves style. And your audience deserves the best experience. Okay, one more time with that. Your sound deserves clarity. Your setup deserves style. And your audience deserves the best experience. All right. Let me go ahead and... swear that in. Okay. Mommy Guide Inc. How are you? Says just coming in, Luis. Glad to be back in the live. I'll say I will watch on replay. This is exciting. Oh, well, thank you for stopping by. So good to see you. Oh, look. What's up, big dog? What's up is right. It's been a while. I know you're crushing your thing, and it's hard to be on stage and in the audience at the same time, but so good to see you here, bro. I know I've been seeing you in some of the live streams during the days as well, but so good to have you here, bro. It's been a minute. I haven't seen you since last year. All right. So now I got that, the best experience. Okay, so two more things to say that. The last thing that we're going to say, or second to last, make your mic pop with Doc Pops. Right? And then the last thing says, Doc Pops where sound meets style. Okay, so those are the last two things that we're going to say. Let's go ahead. Make your mic pop with Doc Pops. So make your mic pop with Doc Pops. So make your mic pop with Doc Pops. Okay, so I'll swear that one in. And then go to the last line where it says Doc Pops where sound meets style. 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 Is that Velvet? I'll see if I use that last bit. I had to throw that in there. Bam, and we got that locked in. So thank you all, and I hope you took a little bit of learning experience watching me mess up and fumble over my words, because when I do this live, this is like 100% me, right? So when I'm trying to regurgitate things like this and get certain emphasis, you know, on certain words or like aspects, right? To like when I was differentiating between, you know, like removing to reducing, right? Because removing plosives is completely different than reducing it. So, you know, little things like that to actually make sure that I, you know, stay on cue tend to be a little bit harder for me than when I'm just like winging it doing the live streams, which is why what I love so much. You know, I do love both aspects. I love editing so much and getting nerdy with it, but at the same time, I love going live because it's the complete antithesis of that, right? It is just showing you how you can do everything, but also letting you know that this is exactly how like I am if you were to meet me in person, right? Like I don't speak like I would off of, you know, like a teleprompter. It's 100% me. And that's what you get week in and week out. And with that being said, if you haven't done so already and you're still hanging out with me, please be sure to hit that like button. It goes a long way. It's highly appreciated, which then leads me to the next portion or segment of the live stream, which is right there, Cities Ga, channels that I think you should go and watch. And I need to pull this up to make sure that I got that right. There we go. Go here and we go there. And yes, we're seeing it correctly. Bam. Now, this is Small World Workshop. This is a new channel that I was made aware of by Mr. Tom Buck. So at the end of my Cities Ga podcast, a little FYI insider information, I ask all of my guests who is their Cities Ga, who is the channel that they think that everyone should go and watch. at that moment. And this was Mr. Tom Buck's recommendation. This is a channel that he's been watching and I've gotten into as of late because of a variety of different things, that the use of cameras, camera angles, and also 3D printing, which is also a new endeavor that I've been doing. So this is a model workshop. The one that we were talking about actually is this one right here. Says where he made the world's smallest Waffle House, right, 3 months ago. And it's incredible the detail that this guy goes into when it comes to like making all the props. And like Tom was even mentioning that he even made like every hue to each light bulb inside of the Waffle House, like a different shade, because they know that they replace the bulbs with whatever they have available, so none of the bulbs match at a Waffle House. So even to that detail this person puts into their models. And Carson, right? Carson, yes, Carson Cox is right there. Skill Models by Carson Cox is it's a very interesting channel, and he does amazing work. You know, if you've ever been into film, right, most of our favorite movies, right, have been using scale models the entirety, like every Back to the Future movie, right? Like I can't tell you how much scale modeling goes into like that movie and the series of movies that they made. So this is kind of like a all-encompassing YouTube channel where it brings, you know, like videography, 3D printing, and scale modeling all into one. So this week's Cities Ga is Small World Workshop. This week's Cities Ga channels that I think you should go and watch. And that's it. Now we hit this button, then we hit that button, and we're back to it. And guys, we did it. Now this is something that I'm going to throw in here last second, right? I think a new segment that I want to add to the live stream. I don't know exactly where I'm going to have it sit, but kind of throws into the same theme, which is the 3D print of the week, or the photography print or 3D print of the week. And the one that I want to show, do I have my overhead? I don't think it ever came up. Let's see. No, I don't have my overhead. So I'm just going to have to show it to you like this. Let's go to camera B. Okay. See if I can show you. These are filter removers. This is the craziest thing, but have you ever had a filter, you know, like that's on a lens that's just impossible to take off? Well, one of the files that I found is a series of kind of like filter wrenches. As you can see, I have a variety of different sizes and kind of like self-explanatory, right? You put this over the filter ring, you tighten down just a little bit, and while holding the lens, it's almost like a jar lid remover, but for photography or lens filters. So this is my 3D print of the week, or my photography 3D print of the week. Lens filter wrenches printed out of PLA plastic, and it's just an easy, convenient thing to have. As you can see, these three in a variety of different sizes fit easily in any little crevice, any little slide, or even a sleeve in your camera bag. And super functional. Like, I've had a series of, you know, filters that were just like all stacked together, and they were kind of like really hard, almost impossible to remove. This came in and saved the day. Now I have all my filters organized in different containers, things that look like this, but that could be for another day, for another segment. So this week's 3D prints in photography is 3D printed lens filter wrenches. So let's see how we name that segment, right? The 3D print of the week. So that's where we have it. And we did it, guys. Let's go ahead and we did it. This was episode 219. So if you're not familiar with that number, that's 219 consecutive weeks of the Camera Junkie live stream. without skipping a beat. So if you're like, without skipping a beat, what does that mean? That means that no matter rain or shine, sometimes a little bit late, and even in like off locations while I'm off in Orlando doing Podfest, I will still be broadcasting from the hotel no matter what. I'll drive to a McDonald's and live stream from there. Like, no matter what happens, there will always be a Camera Junkie live stream every Saturday night, because you guys make this my favorite place to be and hang out week in and week out. So it's very easy to come to a place where I love to be, and that's because of all of you amazing people making this my favorite place to hang out week in and week out. So thank you as always. Oh, we got Carlos coming in. It says a little late, but hi everyone. As always, you made it just in time. If you're on screen, bro, you're on time. Okay, let's see what's up. Marinex says, I'm literally in FCP waiting for the magnetic mask to analyze the clip. It's big, so I have time. Okay, Kevin says, we gotta get that right. MF is... I'm gonna leave that one right there. I like that, Kevin. Mommy Lala says, wow, and she says, yay, congratulations. Thank you. That's 219 episodes. That, you know, being that there's 52 weeks in each year, that's over 4 years consecutive, and we march on, because sometime in December this year we will reach 5 years consecutive. And like I tell everyone every week, I don't see end in sight. I don't. So as always, everyone, thank you for taking the time hanging out here with me. You make this my favorite place to be week in and week out. So with that being said, mark it down on your calendars. Next week, Saturday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be doing it all over again for episode 220. And I can't wait to see all of your smiling faces as we do it once again right here on the Mr. Camera Junkie YouTube channel. And as always, everyone, take care of yourselves and each other, and I can't wait to see all of your smiling faces while we do it all over again right here next week. I kind of said that twice. Well, until then, I will see everyone next week. Talk to you. I'm Puerto Rican. I said bye like 2 or 3 times.